This is our first Natural Health Forum, the first of what we hope will be an annual event for our Virginia Beach community. Earlier this year, these 6 professionals came together to start something new and exciting. Tonight, they want to share their mission, which is to create a community of like-minded professionals who provide natural solutions to everyday healthcare concerns. Our collective knowledge and experience within each healing service provides an umbrella of support to all people for total health. Tonight's event will benefit Still Standing, Suicide Survivor Support Group. We will begin the introductions from each of the members of our panel and then open up to questions from the audience. Our first introduction will be Steve Kapusta from BrainCore of Hampton Roads.
Thanks so much, Stephanie. I want to reiterate that we really appreciate everyone coming out tonight. As she mentioned, this is the first of what we hope to have many events of this nature, particularly as our group grows and we bring other modalities in to share with the Virginia Beach community. So again, thank you very much for being here. I just want to start out with a few statistics. The U.S. is about 5% of the world's population. We use about 75% of the world's medication. About 70% of Americans use at least one prescription medication, and over 50% use 2 or more. It gets a little worse. Preschool-age children represent the fastest growing market for antidepressants. More than 1 million preschoolers are deemed to be clinically depressed. And probably the most troubling stat I've come across in a couple years, in 2013 alone, approximately 274,000 children under age 1 were prescribed anti-anxiety medication, while another 26,000 were prescribed antidepressants. The human brain does not fully mature and develop until age 25. Now, the reason I just wanted to get into some of those stats is pretty simple. We're an over-medicated society. I think we can all agree with that. The main reason we're having this forum is to talk about natural ways, different ways that people can care for each other and their family. My business provides one of those ways. Technically, what I do is called neurofeedback, but essentially we deal with brain waves. A lot of the conditions you hear about, ADHD, anxiety, even PTSD, learning disorders, are generally driven by brain waves that become dysregulated. So essentially what we do is we have a very sophisticated system, people a lot smarter than me came up with it. And we read individual brain waves, and we see the patterns, and we identify the dysregulation that are in those patterns. At that point, we will retrain the areas of the brain that we feel will give the person the best opportunity to succeed and feel better. The brain essentially has several processing speeds, so when somebody gets stuck in one of those processing speeds, they generally have issues similar to some of the conditions that I've mentioned. The actual neurofeedback session, what we do, most people are visual, so they'll want to watch something. So we program our system to sync up with the client monitor. So when they're watching their favorite show and everything is going the way it should, in other words, the brain waves are being trained the way we want, it's like watching TV at home. Everything is normal. When they don't, which happens all the time in every session, the screen will darken progressively and the volume will go down. That's the feedback the brain is getting to essentially say, hey, I want to watch this in the optimum way. So over a period of time, that's how the brain waves become regulated, and the symptomology will, again, more often than not, reduce, and in some cases, it will actually go away. Neurofeedback was discovered in the mid-60s. I don't have time to get into all of that, but it's little by little, it's getting to be a little bit more known out there. From a credibility standpoint, Dr. Frank Duffy, he's a professor and pediatric neurologist at Harvard Medical School, stated, neurofeedback should play a major therapeutic role in many difficult areas. In my opinion, if any medication had demonstrated such a wide spectrum of efficacy, it would be universally accepted and widely used. There's certainly a lot of research out there, 40, 50 years. I have a couple of articles at the table if you want to see afterwards. But I've been doing this for about a couple of years, so I've been able to help some people. And that's certainly the goal. And one testimony I'm going to leave you with is as follows. BrainCore of Hampton Roads has been a tremendous blessing to my family. After many stressful events, my 4-year-old boy was showing signs of secondary trauma. I was disheartened to see the change in my little boy. However, neurofeedback provided hope along with great results. My son was less agitated and aggressive. His focus increased while meltdowns decreased. He slept better. It was once again a pleasure to interact with him. The difference neurofeedback made was incredible. I highly recommend BrainCore of Hampton Roads, and I'm thankful for the results we experienced. That's why I do what I do. Thank you.